Week 2 began with Nike Run Club, and I immediately noticed this was going to be a completely different experience. Where Runna felt like having a knowledgeable AI coach, Nike Run Club felt like joining a massive running party hosted by some of the most motivational people on the planet. The app opened with a guided run narrated by Olympic marathon runner Eliud Kipchoge, and I'll admit, I got goosebumps hearing one of my running heroes personally encouraging me through my warm up. The Nike approach centered around guided audio runs with celebrity coaches, athletes, and even musicians. Each workout came with a carefully crafted soundtrack and motivational coaching that felt more like entertainment than training. My first run was a 45-minute easy pace session guided by Coach Bennett, whose infectious enthusiasm made the miles disappear faster than any run I'd completed in months. But as a data-driven runner, I started questioning whether feeling good was the same thing as training effectively. The community features in Nike Run Club were unlike anything I'd experienced. The app connected me with millions of runners worldwide, allowing me to join virtual running clubs, participate in global challenges, and share achievements with people who genuinely celebrated each other's progress. This social aspect provided motivation that felt fundamentally different from AI coaching. Where Runna gave me information and adjustments, Nike gave me a sense of belonging to something larger than myself. However, by day 3 of the Nike week, I began noticing some concerning patterns. The training plan felt less personalized than Runna's approach. Despite answering questions about my fitness level and goals, the workouts seemed more focused on entertainment and motivation than scientific training progression. The guided runs were undeniably fun, but I couldn't shake the feeling that I was following a one-size-fits-most approach disguised as personal coaching. This suspicion intensified when I compared my heart rate data from Nike runs to my run a week. The Nike workouts consistently pushed me into higher heart rate zones, even during runs designated as easy pace. Coach Bennett's infectious energy encouraged me to run faster and harder, but my Garmin was showing signs of accumulated fatigue that concerned me. Was the motivation actually counterproductive to long-term improvement? The breakthrough moment came on day 4 when I decided to investigate how these apps actually create their training plans. What I discovered shocked me and revealed something that every runner needs to understand about digital coaching. I spent hours researching the technology behind popular running apps, and what I found would change how I think about AI coaching forever. Most running apps, including some very popular ones, don't actually use sophisticated artificial intelligence at all. They use decision trees and basic algorithms that sort users into predetermined categories based on their survey responses. The personalization that feels so impressive is often just selecting from a library of pre-written training plans with minor variations. This explained why Nike Run Club felt less adaptive than Runna. It wasn't designed to learn and adjust. It was designed to entertain and motivate within a relatively rigid framework. But here's where it gets really interesting. I discovered that true AI coaching, like what Runna claims to provide, uses machine learning to analyze not just your survey responses, but your actual performance data, heart rate variability, sleep patterns, and even external factors like weather and stress levels. The algorithm continuously learns from how you respond to different training stimuli and adjusts future workouts accordingly. This is fundamentally different from just matching you to a preset plan based on your fitness level. This revelation led me to test something during my Nike week that I hadn't planned. I started deliberately providing feedback that contradicted what the app seemed to expect. When a workout felt too easy, I told the app it was challenging. When I felt tired, I reported high energy levels. A truly adaptive AI system should notice these discrepancies and adjust accordingly. The results were telling. Nike Run Club continued prescribing similar workouts regardless of my feedback, confirming my suspicions about the limitations of its personalization claims. The social features of Nike Run Club, however, proved their value in unexpected ways. The community challenges and virtual running groups provided accountability and motivation that I realized I'd been missing in my solo training. There's something powerful about knowing that thousands of other runners are tackling the same workout or challenge that you are. This psychological boost was real and measurable in my enjoyment of the training process. But the Nike week also revealed a darker side of motivation focused coaching. By day 6, I was experiencing the early signs of overtraining. My resting heart rate had increased, my sleep quality had decreased, and I felt more tired than energized after runs. The constant encouragement to push harder and run faster was undermining the careful progression that had made my run a week so effective. This was a crucial lesson about the difference between motivation and intelligent coaching. The Nike Run Club experience taught me that different people need different types of coaching support. If you're someone who struggles with motivation and needs encouragement to get out the door, Nike's approach could be transformative. The guided runs and community features create an emotional connection to running that can turn exercise from a chore into a celebration. But if you're already motivated and need intelligent training progression, the entertainment focused approach might actually hinder your development. As I analyzed my data from week 2, the patterns became clear. My pace during easy runs had increased compared to week 1, but so had my average heart rate. This meant I was working harder for the same perceived effort, a sign that I was accumulating fatigue faster than I was adapting to the training stimulus. The motivational coaching had encouraged me to run beyond my optimal training zones, potentially compromising my long-term progress. This discovery about different coaching philosophies led me to research how elite athletes actually train. What I found was that the best coaches in the world prioritize consistency and intelligent progression over motivation and entertainment. They understand that sustainable improvement comes from training at the right intensity for each specific workout, not from constantly pushing to run faster or farther. The implications of this research would prove crucial for understanding my results with Strava Premium and Garmin Coach in weeks 3 and 4. But first, I needed to recover from the accumulated fatigue of my Nike week. This recovery period would provide an unexpected insight into how different apps handle rest and regeneration, a factor that none of them emphasized sufficiently in their marketing materials. Week 2 had revealed that the most popular running app isn't necessarily the most effective for performance improvement. Nike Run Club excelled at making running social and fun, but it failed to provide the intelligent progression needed for breakthrough performances. This realization made me even more curious about how the data-driven approaches of Strava and Garmin would compare to both AI coaching and motivational guidance. What I was about to discover in week 3 would challenge everything I thought I knew about training technology and reveal why one approach would produce results that seemed almost too good to be true. The numbers from my Strava Premium week would shock even me, but the real surprise was what happened when I combined multiple coaching approaches in ways the apps never intended.